I got a degree, 4 years, you know, a lot of dancing, a lot of singing, and now we're here.
And you're not from Southern California, are you?
Correct. We're from Clovis. I don't know. Which is like Fresno, Central Valley.
Oh, wonderful. You want to take it away?
I'd love to.
How's it going?
Well, thank you all for coming. If you see me looking at my phone, I just wrote down some bullets of like things I wanted to say about my songs. I'm not texting. But thank you, Sean, for warming everybody up. I'm sure everyone's all comfortable. And yeah, I'm gonna sing a bunch of musical theater stuff for us today. And yeah, let's just get into it. At the edge of the Atlantic, I can't bring myself to swim. I choked back the tears for 22 years, drowning in shadows of him. The waves etch out a pattern long after they're gone. The lines that they trace, they quickly erase, but something's still lingering on. Lost in the waves, I am lost in the waves. No one but me and the silent black sea. I am lost in the waves. A vision in the moonlight, a family on the beach, a boy on his own by the undertow throne, far beyond his father's reach. He's caught in a riptide. The man has to choose. There's a race to be won for the life of his son, and someone has to lose. Lost in the waves, he was lost in the waves. Salt water burns, the tide always turns when you're lost in the waves. Now I'm the one sinking. There's no solid ground, and I can't help thinking I'm the one who has drowned. Now knee deep in the water, I feel my father's touch. And though fully grown, I've still never known how to love someone that much. Lost in the waves, I am lost in the waves. No one but me and the silent black sea. I am lost in the waves. I am lost in the waves. I am lost in the waves. Bring the mood down at the top. We had such a fun act one. But I love that song. I sang it in school. It's, I don't know, about growing up, how to be a person, how do you do everything at the same time, you know? It's difficult. But yeah, very beautiful. Helped me work on my mix. But we're gonna bring it up a little bit with Corner of the Sky from Pippin. something more than belong. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. I've got to find my corner of the sky. So many men seem destined to settle for something small, but I won't rest until I know I have it all. So don't ask where I'm going, just listen while I'm gone. Far away you'll hear me singing softly to the dawn. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. I've got to find my corner of the sky. I love that because it's not a money note at the end. You get to go into falsetto. That was fun. My next song, our senior year at Fullerton, they take you to New York and they bring you in front of a bunch of agents. You do a bunch of panels and you get feedback. Maybe you'll get someone, you won't get someone. But you're just there for exposure and for experience and to learn, you know, what it's like in the city. How do I fit into all this? Is this something I even want to do? Did I just waste 4 years? Luckily I'm still here. And it looks like this is the performance of Big Bottles. Sean, if you get a straw, it will look less jarring. We had 2 songs, we had contrasting cuts, and this was one of the songs I had picked. And it's, you know, it's a song. Okay, when the doctor started using phrases like, "You'll pass away," what could I say? I said, "Doctor, in plain English, tell me why was I chosen? Why me of all men? Doctor, here's the good part. At least death means I'll never be scared about dying again. Let's get on with living while we can and not play dumb. Death's gonna come. When it does, screw the nerves. I'll be eating hors d'oeuvres. It's the roll of the dice and no crime. You gotta die sometime." That's a funny friend, but I hope in the end he takes me in his arms and lets me hold his face. He holds me in his arms and whispers something funny. He lifts me in his arms and tells me to embrace his attack. Then the scene turns to black. Life sucks. People always hate a loser and they hate lame ducks. Screw me and shucks. That's it. That's the ball game. I don't smoke, don't do drugs, and then comes the bad news. I quit. That's the ball game. It's the chink in the armor, the shit in the karma, the blues. Can I keep my cool despite the urge to fall apart? How should I start? I would cry if I could, but it does no damn good to explain. I'm a man in my prime. You gotta die sometime. That's a funny pal with a weird sort of talent. He puts his arms around my neck and walks me to the bed. He pins me up against the wall and kisses me like crazy. The many stupid things I thought about with dread now to lie. Then the scene turns to white. Give me the balls to orchestrate a graceful leap. That's my reprieve, to go out without care, my head high in the gotta die sometime. You gotta die sometime. Sometime, 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 sometime. I told you it was a song. And we're gonna bring up the mood a little bit. There's a little. I love this piece. It's from a dumb show, Finian's Rainbow. But you know, there's some gems in there, and I feel like it's a standard to some degree. I hear it at work sometimes, and it's not from the musical. So people sing it, but I'm gonna sing a little Old Devil Moon for you guys. Suddenly, something in your eyes I see soon begins bewitching me. It's that old devil moon that you stole from the sky. It's that old devil moon in your eye. You and your glance make this romance too hot to handle. Stars in the night blazing their light candle. The candle to your razzle dazzle you got me flying high and wide on a magic carpet ride full of butterflies inside. Wanna cry, wanna croon, wanna laugh like a loon. It's that old devil moon in your eye. Just when I think I'm free as a dove, old devil moon deep in your eyes blinds me with love. And speaking of love, when I was asked to do a cabaret and I could ask anyone to sing with me, there's only one person I really wanted to sing with me. But we're going to be singing First Date Last Night, and this is a song that is like our first date if it had gone well.
What happened?
Street lamp dim glow, lights a blanket night like summer snow. But let it pour, just cover up whatever came before. after this. First date,
Last night.
not quite what you pictured, but alright.
So take her out.
Give him a shot, 'cause people can surprise you.
Or not.
Here we go.
What a great way to get rid of my jacket. I'm sure my cheeks are aptly red. Am I rosified, everybody? My calling card. Oh yes. Next up, I'm sure what everyone's here for. I remember watching West Side Story I remember watching it with my mom. I remember the red. I don't know, the movie, the red, what is it? Is it a fire escape? Is that what the red is? Anyway, I also remember watching it in 8th grade, and I remember watching it and being like, oh, I wish I could dance like that. Like, that's cool. I never danced until college. I started, and I was like, okay. The reason I went to college is because I didn't have any dance training. I was like, I'm not going into a studio like this. I'm not bold like that. I need a structured space to have a safe learning environment, and might as well get a bachelor's while I'm at it. So I went to college, and now I'm here, and I am a dancer now, which is cool. I did it. And West Side is a show I've always wanted to do twice. I always say I want to do it once, and I want to play Tony, and then I want to be one of the guys. I want to be riff or something. I want to dance. I want to do cool. But I'm not singing cool today. I am singing Maria. The most beautiful sound I ever heard. Maria, 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 Maria. All the beautiful sounds of the world in a single word. Maria, 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 Maria. I just met a girl named Maria, and suddenly that name will never be the same to me. Maria, I just kissed a girl named Maria, and suddenly I found how wonderful the sound can be. Maria, say it loud and there's music playing. Sing it soft and it's almost like rain. Maria, I'll never stop saying Maria. My next song is the other of my contrasting cuts. And it's very done nowadays, but I don't care. I love it so much. And I actually brought it in to audition for Damn Yankees with, but I will be singing Wondering from Bridges of Madison County. And it's so done, but like the accompaniment so good, and it's so pretty, and it's just a soliloquy with the song, and I think it's so beautiful. And Nick does it so much justice, and I wanted to sing it tonight. So yeah. There's nothing at the window, but you're wondering, what that was. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Turn a key, you flip a switch, you settle back into the blissful unfamiliar. Close your eyes, but there's an itch, a little hurt, your heart, your dreams. But you ignore the tiny twitch, pretend the feeling will be gone before the morning. But you're wondering, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. But wouldn't it be fine to share the weather in her eyes, her hair, her footsteps as she climbs the stair, the shadow in her light, and everything you know is true, and everything you want to do, and everything that makes you, you collides against the night. And nothing's black and white. So if I could do one more song, I want to say 20 years ago when Nicole and I opened this theater, Sean wasn't even born yet. You were about 3? Yep. So, 2.5.
This is the great thing about the Gem Theaters. You look at the people like Peter who've been here forever, Katie, or my family, and then you look at these new people that are walking in the door, and this is what the space is all about. It's about giving these young artists a space to create and to grow and to find themselves and to hone this beauty that they have. And I'm so grateful that you came out to support them tonight, that you're here as family and friends, and that you're here. They could have done this without you. And the whole thing about the Gem is that we're going to send them out to make them better people. But you know that, like, I get you now. You remember the first thing I said to you at your audition?
I finished singing and you said, I want to cast you right now, but you have some conflicts.
And we worked it out.
That's
And
true.
But honestly, I was like, it's amazing. It's just so wonderful to see this talent walk into these stores and know, like the hard days, the days that like are just awful, that we're like, how do we pay this? How do we do this? And then you know, people like this who walk in the door. I'm like, oh, this is why we do what we do. This is why art is so important. In a time when art is being cut out of everything right now, this is what we are creating together. So I just want to thank you so much. I want to say thank you to all of you. You all did such. And I also want to say a very special thank you to Nick Bravo. And the one thing about me tonight that I've been crybaby, but the one thing that we got tonight is that these three men, how old are you?
24.
Just turned.
This time.
How old are you?
22.
And how old are you?
18.
And look at that. When people say like, oh, America is going to the shithole, not only are people like this, not only talent and people who create and are taking care of each other and are men creating art. What a beautiful evening. Thank you boys so much. Don't forget the tip jars here. You're doing well. Take care of them. Like I said, I don't think them nuts enough. You're great. Take it away, my darling. Thank you.
So Sean got a redemption song, and I'm gonna have one of my own. I was supposed to sing this song for a junior recital, also junior actually, crazy, cursed year. And I was so nervous to sing this song because it's a beast. I gave myself a stress fever of 101 degrees. And I woke up, it was the morning, I was panicking all day, and I was like, oh, I feel really hot. And I took my temperature, and I was like, oh, how convenient, I have a fever. I emailed my professor right away, can't come in, sorry, I have a fever, can't come in, sorry. Luckily it was Zoomed, I watched all my classmates sing. And then I took a shower after the recital and I took my temperature again, 98. I was like, oh. Immediately I Googled, can stress give you fever? Yes, it can. But I'm going to be singing Donnie Nowitzki today. You know what? We're going to do it justice and to me and not to the song. Who cares about the song? You know? But that's me to a T. You might as well have said, hey Donnie, come and get your prize. I could write it in my sleep, but the trick is the delivery. And the difference that I have is, I was there, made it through. Now my number one priority is to put a band together that did too. Every horn and clarinet will be a military vet, and be playing with authority. Donnie Nowitzki, accordion genius, plays weddings at 7 years old. Then the piano, like fish take to water, by 9 it's fat squalor down cold. Tunes of my own start to work themselves out on my 12-year-old Irving Berlin. All of that promise and none of the payoff. I'm still playing weddings and taking my day off and bombing around drinking gin. They say cream rises, but what if nobody tastes it? If that cream rises, it spoils, it's gonna be wasted. But Donnie Nowitzki is finally looking at one little crack in the Oh, so true. In fact, I'd be better than Frank Sinatra because I play piano. He can't read music the thing. Donnie Nowitzki's been 4 years in battle. I carry the scars when I croon. Frankie Sinatra skipped out on the army and half the time sings out of tune. He's so flat. Cream rises, but what if nobody knew it? If that cream rises and spoils, somebody blew it. But Donnie Nowitzki is finally looking at one little crack in the door and get it to open, and right there behind it is everything I'm working for. Picture Donnie Nowitzki, a Polish Italian, crooning his tunes, smoking his stogies, genuine vet, army battalion, fit tailored suits if I cut out pierogies. Bobby socks or swoon at my charms, backed up by my brothers in arms. Donnie Nowitzki knows this is the lifeline once millennium shot. I'm gonna take aim at my target and hit it with all that I've got. Donnie Nowitzki has strong ammunition and plenty of talent and burning ambition, whose songs are authentic as well, from living through 4 years of hell. Donnie needs someone to block out the memories and break this insomnia spell. They say cream rises, but what if nobody tastes it? If that cream rises and spoils, it's gonna be wasted. So make it all worth it and give it a meaning. I'm going from Cleveland to Hollywood screening. Donnie Nowitzki is gonna win first prize. Donnie Nowitzki is ready to rise. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to see all the smiling faces, everyone supporting, everyone loving. Appreciate you all. Love you all. And yeah, you can stand up now. Stand up. Go.